All right, Pisces. So the cards you're pulling are, they're not really difficult, but I think that for some of you, you may be avoiding doing something. But we'll get into this. So this week, Pisces, from Le Vampire, you pulled sacrifice, renunciation, offering, and letting go. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled workaholic. Now, for sacrifice, the blessing says your compassion, heart, and empathy will grow as a result of the sacrifice you are now being asked to make. Not by another, but by your own soul. And it says that you are strong enough to do this. Now, working with this card talks about the different things that you would have to sacrifice that will eventually benefit you in the long run. So, like needing to give up extra sleep to get up and exercise, sacrificing the luxury of a paycheck in order to explore your true calling, and then letting go of comfort in order to explore. But that can be hard to do. The idea of giving up a regular paycheck is, not always an easy thing for anybody to do. But right now, you are in workaholic mode. And I think that that's where the sacrifice needs to come in, just so that you have a chance to kind of recharge. Now, the very first quote for this card says, "While I worked, my life happened." The inspiration says, "Are you waiting to complete your career before you live your life? Busy work may be helping you hide from the real issues." And then the personal question says, "Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Is there something important that I'm avoiding doing?" And then the key ideas are feelings of inadequacy, transformation indicated, not being fulfilled by work, heeding warnings, and refreshing your mind to improve your work. So, again, it just goes back to, all right, Pisces, here we go. Here's the energy coming through. The Ace of Coins. Very nice, very nice. And I can understand if you're looking at that, I would want to be in workaholic mode too, especially if it's paying off, right? But, something completing itself in a new beginning here. But what I love about the Ace of Coins is that, as much as I love the Ace of Cups, and I say this a lot, I like the Ace of Coins better, the Ace of Pentacles better, because it's real. It's realistic. And it has the potential to be long-lasting. But it's fantastic in terms of new beginnings, especially coming out of the world where, something major is completing. You're looking at new beginnings. Why not? Why not have that new beginning where, there may be financial gain, it's practical and it's real, right? But it's good. Ooh, man, in the past, the Tower. Now, it being past energy, right, is not a bad thing. And then in some cases, the Tower is not a bad thing at all. But this is suggesting that, major changes. All the fake, all the false things are gone, right? And you've already been through this energy, and this is what's bringing about this major change. Now, I do like the fact that the world was what fell out for you, with this being the past coming through. Because basically what it's saying is that it's completed itself out nicely, which is good. But this is going to be the catalyst now for what is happening. It's like there was a realization that you were building on that false foundation, right? And all that shit's gone. And what it opens up to here looks really good. Whew. In the present, the High Priestess. So intuitively knowing, psychic abilities, and with Pisces, yes, that's a given. Now, the High Priestess in the present, though, too, is, the passive energy. It's asking you to observe everything that's going on around you here before you decide to take any action. That's how that hidden wisdom and that hidden knowledge comes to. It's through the ability to sit back and observe things and just, be in tune, and then the answers come to you. But, with the High Priestess being there, it to me feels like with the Tower as the past coming through, all the negative is gone. All the blocks are now gone. Those things have, successfully completed out. You're looking at this brand new beginning. But with the High Priestess being there, basically it's you intuitively knowing what is right for you. And seeing clearly the best way to move forward here. Definitely a little bit more in tune, especially after the energy of the Tower, and it's good. I'm seeing this one pop up a lot. The Seven of Swords. Now, this could definitely have to do with a situation here where you're learning about something that may be, not so upfront and honest when it comes to, this new beginning here with the Ace of Coins. Now, on the other hand, when I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, and this seems to be the case a lot here lately, this is one of those cards here where you may not be really talking about what you are planning on doing. Because it's not just sneaky, sketchy, low down, shitty behavior, but it's also about somebody who is not revealing all their plans. And it's funny because I love how this card is depicted with the fingers crossed. Like, yes, maybe good luck will be on my side and I'll be able to just kind of skate through this without being noticed, But we shall see how this is playing out here. And I worry a little bit, but I'm waiting to see how it's going to connect and what your best path to follow is. But, even if there is something that isn't, if anybody is trying to hide something from you with the High Priestess being in the present moment, right? Like you've got the mirror right on it, you see it, right? Like it's not something that's going to be some shocking revelation to you. I think it may have been in the past, but you see it now clearly for what it is because, with the Tower being there, it suggests that you have already been through that. You're not going to be fooled again. But again, on the other hand, I do feel like, some of you just aren't talking about what you're doing. It's secretive. It's secretive. My mission and my actions are secretive. Your best path to follow. So yeah, the Nine of Coins. This is beautiful, especially with the Ace of Coins being there. So the Nine of Coins. Self-reliance and independence. And financially, it looks great between the Ace and the Nine. But it's also talking about you enjoying the things that you've worked for. And again, it goes back to sacrifice and workaholic, right? You want to be able to kick back and enjoy all the things that you've worked for here and enjoy life, right? Like stop and smell the roses, right? But, I'm not feeling, seeing that there, I'm not feeling too bad about, the Seven of Swords. We'll have to wait and see here. It's iffy. It's iffy for me. But the Nine of Coins being there with the Ace of Coins on top, yes. You're going to have to take some time out here to enjoy your life and enjoy the things that you have. Now, as far as like gaining independence and financial independence, it looks really good, And there it is. So in your environment, the world, right? And again, things successfully completing itself out and right back to the Tower here and leading to that new beginning. And when you're looking at success, the Nine of Coins, the Ace of Coins, yes. It looks really good. I just think that some of you here are hoping that things are going to work out in your favor looking at the Seven of Swords. But again, there's, the two ways that I feel about it. But I don't know. Overall, things look really good, Pisces. Maybe there's things that you're not revealing because it's going to lead to a lot of success and it's like secret. You're waiting to like unveil it, But we shall see here. Yeah, your hopes and your fears, the Nine of Swords. Don't let bad mental thinking stop you. That's bad. Don't do that. The Nine of Swords, right? Bad mental thoughts, regret, despair. It's no good. It's no good. And all it's saying is that, the mental thinking is, the fear here is that it's going to run away with you. And it's going to like stop the Ace of Coins being there. You know what I mean? Like it's going to stop all the good things coming through on that. And it's just you. I think it's just you and the bad mental thinking. And it's a good thing that the High Priestess is sitting there. Because you see it. You know it. And you see it for what it is. But no, that's bad. Stop thinking like that. And I'm not seeing anything here that suggests that you should have any regrets over anything. I just think it's because of where it's at, especially. It's just bad mental thinking. Wowza. Shit. Oh boy. So death coming out, right? Moving from one phase of life into a new one. The door is closing on the old, right? It is transformation, but geez, Pisces, wow. Now, going back to the Seven of Swords, it kind of goes back to the feeling because it still teeters for me. And I think it's going to apply differently because of it being a general reading to everybody. But, when I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, you're looking at the High Priestess, you're looking at the Tower. It's about a bunch of fake shit that's come crashing down. Now you see it for what it is. And, if you're dealing with some sketchy shit, it's going to come to an end because you're not blocked from it. But what bothers me here is where the Nine of Swords is playing out because, the bad thinking around it, which is understandable, especially if you've got somebody doing something sketchy here. But now, again, with the Nine of Coins, the Ace of Coins in the world, things look good. It does. It looks good. But, for some of you, it's like an end of, doing things in a certain way here that may be, sneaky. And I'm just saying, for some of you, it's over and it's done with now. When you move forward, there's going to be a different way of doing things. And that's where, the Nine of Swords is playing in, because you may regret having taken some action that may have been a little bit sketchy. But then on the other hand, again, the same feeling applies. There's a reason why you're not talking about the things that you're doing here, especially with that Ace of Coins being, front and center. But with the world, again, the world and death, major endings, major endings. You're opening the door to a new life here. And with the death, you can either do this kicking and screaming or you can accept it, right? Either way, it's happening. You don't really have a choice. But, if you've done things in the past that you may not, be proud of, that's over with now. I think, you are turning over a new leaf for yourself. And there's going to be some new beginnings here where there's going to be a little bit more independence and an ability to enjoy life, right? Now, for some of you, that may be where workaholic is coming in, where maybe you haven't been honest about things before. Things are changing in the way that you're moving forward here with, your own independence and financial gain. But then again, the same, like I said, the same thing applies. Like I feel it, some of you are purposely not talking about what your plans are, and it's probably because of, things that you've dealt with in the past, looking at the Tower and then how it affects you with the Nine of Swords. But yeah, death coming out, jeez. And I had a feeling because with death falling out the last time for your reading, that death will come, right? Like it's there. And it is the ending of, a way of life. And it is the ending of bad things too. It's just you're moving and transitioning into a new life. But it looks good. It is transformation. Ooh, Pisces, All right, we're going to take a look at the soul trees to see what other messages there are for you guys. I'm like half tempted to pull out the Lenormands that I just bought here to kind of clarify that, but I'm working on it. So, beautiful as far as you needing to create more love in your life, right? And getting rid of, like ways of doing things when you're looking at the Seven of Swords and death. But guidance, you definitely have guidance surrounding you that's going to help you. Especially with clearing up that bad mental thinking here. But with the High Priestess, again, I think and you see things for what they are. That wisdom isn't hidden from you anymore. And again, the Tower, with all that stuff, it's going to complete itself out successfully for you. And you are looking at a beautiful beginning here. But again, with Workaholic and the Nine of Coins, right, you got to enjoy the things that you're working for, though, too. All right, Pisces, we're going to take a look at Whispers of Love to see what messages we can get for you guys in terms of creating more love in your life. And I'm seeing this one a lot too. Spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. So needing to spend some quality time together and then be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So yeah, right? But, spending some quality time together. Stop being in that workaholic mode. Pay attention to your partner and have a little bit of fun. Create more love in your life. Other things will open the door as it's needed for you here with the Ace of Coins and the Nine of Coins. With death coming through, again, being authentic to who you are, right? This may not be who you are, and now that's ending and you're opening up into something new here. But I do like that you have guidance surrounding you, and I do think that, you're doing the right thing here. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that ace and the nine. And again, things are completing itself out successfully. But, Pisces, damn it, right? Spend some quality time with the people that you love. Stop working so damn much. All right, Pisces. So that Seven of Swords, it still teeters for me. This could be the ending of a way of doing things for you. Where you may feel like you have to be sneaky or sketchy about the things you do. It's over with. Now, on the other hand, you may not be talking about the endings that you're going through here because of the way that you're thinking about it. I wouldn't want to talk about it either, right? And then on the other hand, especially coming out with, the Tower in the World here, when you've been through this kind of crap before and it's like successfully over with, if it shows up again, you know, and you see it. Like you intuitively, right? Either way, it's over and it's done with. And you're going through a transformation here, but I worry about where your thoughts are at. You got to be careful with this here. And you don't want to be thinking negatively about yourself. And I think that's where be authentic to who you are is coming in here too. Especially when it comes to relationships. But damn it, Pisces, you're going to have to sacrifice some time here from work, right, to start enjoying the things that you have in your life, right? Because you have, the two of these are beautiful. The Ace and the Nine, hell yeah. But you got to stop working so damn much and like avoiding dealing with maybe an issue. And, again, that damn Seven of Swords. It's going to apply differently to some of you. But with the death being there, it is over with. So now is the time for you to start creating more love in your life, right? And paying attention to the inner guidance. Because you have it. You have it. You see things clearly is what I feel like here. Now, and again, when it comes to creating love in your life and actually enjoying the things that you have in your life, it's time to spend some quality time together. The reading doesn't feel horrible to me. It actually feels really good. And again, with Spirit's advice to you here with enjoying your life and the things that you worked for, right? That's going to be the most important thing going forward. All the negative things are going to be done. They're completing. They're over with. For sure over with. You just have to make sure that you don't cling on to like any regret. Especially if it's having to do with something that you've been through or something that you may have done. Either way, it's over with now. There's no reason to have negative thoughts around that. And damn it, Pisces, enjoy your life, right? You deserve that because you've worked hard for this.